Alright everybody, as you can see, I am still sweating. I changed my shirt because I was sweaty and I just didn't want to be in the sweaty shirt, but now I'm sweating in this shirt, which was probably a mistake because this is my selection shirt from Spain after they won the World Cup in 2010, thanks to Don Iniesta. That's really good. Extra applause for that. I would say, yes, Messi is king, but Don Iniesta, he would have to be the emperor because he is just undeserved credit. He should have won the Ballon d'Or at least once. IMO. So, I'm making this video on the fly. I have with me the Sunday edition of the Sun Sentinel, and there really is only one thing that I really cared to find here. And it's about, obviously you know who. Let's see what we have here. Misinformation, a top concern for election. Misinformation, a top concern for everything, and not just elections. They just want to make elections. They want to bring attention to elections just so that they can, whatever. Many hesitant to try new drug approved for Alzheimer's. I'd be hesitant too, but then again, how could you be hesitant if you have Alzheimer's? Aren't you incapable of coming up to some type of reasoning or choice? Or maybe it's for people who are in early stages of Alzheimer's. I don't know. Let's take a look. One of these days, these things are going to be a product of a bygone era. BTW, just like dial-up internet, pagers, what else? Landlines. I don't know if any of you out there know what a landline is. A landline was actually an electrical current that went to your home apart from the electrical grid. So when the power was down, you would actually be able to receive phone calls. So not like today where all phones are voice over internet protocol. Back then you used to have a dedicated landline, and that landline was actually it actually contained current in it, and that's how it was able to transmit information in a way, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not an electrical engineer. I'm not an engineer of any kind, but I'm just going by my experiences on it, because one time I did connect a landline phone which had no connections. I had to use the wires that were inside the phone, and then I had to use the wires. I had to disconnect the outlet for the phone, and then I had to MacGyver it. I had to take the wires and kind of they were pretty good with the color schematics, therefore it wasn't that hard of a task, and I got the landline to work. And I was very proud of it because it was the exact same phone that they had in that 70s show. And anytime the phone would ring, you would hear a loud ring throughout the whole house. It was as if it was an alarm almost. And I just loved it. I had it in the kitchen. It was rotary, and it was, like I said, the one that they had in the 70s show. So it was the one on the wall, pick up, dial, whatever. My aunts who passed away, bless their souls, there's my aunt Amelia, my aunt Louisa, the saint, and my aunt Amelia, wonderful person. She was a character. I love her. I mean, I love Louisa too. But Amelia was cool. And Louisa was a saint. My grandfather Pepe, I didn't get him to know him that well, but he was an older man, and that's life. I'll be there soon. I got 20 something years till I get to his age. He was 84, so I got 23 years. What I wanted to say is that they had an old school phone, but not rotary.
Let's see what happens if I make it that far. I want to go to the sports because obviously you guys know what I'm looking for. I am looking for the new king of the United States. So he is royalty. He is not just a football or soccer player, I'm sorry. He is literally royalty. And I heard that he went shopping at a Publix, or would I have given anything to have been the one to service him. It would have been kind of creepy because he would have seen how obsessed I was over. I mean, I wouldn't have been all whatever. I would have just, tried to be professional, but I would have had to have at least gotten a photograph, knowing that usually I carry a computer in my pocket that tracks all my movements and pretty much everything I say and do, which all computers in your pockets do nowadays. That's why when I record on YouTube, what's the point of me trying to, even if you create a character on YouTube, government knows everything about you, so don't worry about it. You're in good hands. Alright, let's see what we got here. We got the sports section right here. So far, it's all about Dolphins, which we could give two craps about because American football is a joke. And if you want proof on that, look up all the, besides the concussions, that's just a given. They don't even care about that. They could care less. Oh, here we go. Messi. All right, this is what I wanted to get to. And I will probably read this in its full. So you guys are going to have to be patient with me because this is what I want to come to. Inter Miami. All right. Messi officially signs after weeks of anticipation. This article was written by Sam Sklar, South Florida Sun Sentinel. It's officially happened. Lionel Messi, one of the greatest soccer players of all time, is now a member of Inter Miami club football. It's not FC. It's what does CF stand for again? Club Futbolístico. I don't know. The 7-time Ballon d'Or winner made the signing official with the club Saturday afternoon, just yesterday. Specific details of his contract have not been revealed, other than it runs through the 2025 Major League Soccer season. The club previously said the deal would be for 2.5 seasons and will pay him between $50 million and $60 million a year. That's not too shabby, but trust me, he probably makes like 3, 4, 5 times that in endorsements. The guy is damn near a saint. Alright. I'm very excited to start my next step in my career with Inter Miami and in the United States, Messi said in a statement released by the team. This is a fantastic opportunity, and together we will continue to build this beautiful project. The idea is to work together to achieve the objectives we set, and I'm very eager to start helping here in my new home. Messi first announced his intentions to join Inter Miami last month, and it has been a whirlwind since. His former Barcelona Football Club teammate Sergio Busquets is expected to join the team too, though he has not officially signed yet. Jordi Alba, we can get Jordi Alba, that would be great. Jordi Alba, another former teammate of Messi and Busquets, is rumored to be making a jump to Miami as well. Oh, if we get Jordi Alba, that would be amazing. That would be amazing. Jordi Alba is, I would say he's up there with almost Iniesta. He's a team player, and between him and Messi, that combination right there, they're in their older years, so we're gonna have to see how they measure with the MLS.
Obviously, the MLS is not up to par with, like, you know, the European leagues, maybe like the Mexican League or, you know, CONCACAF or whatever. But, you know, it all has a matter to do with here in the States. We got so much variety. We got fans that are of this, fans that are of that. We got politics involved. We got women saying that they want to get paid equally. I think the women's World Cup team should get paid equally, but women's at a club level, they should only get paid equally if they can bring in the amount of money that their male counterparts can bring in through, the revenues through ticket sales, or the attendance and things like that. But women's national team, yeah, they should get paid just as much as a man, if not more. Because I'll tell you one thing, I definitely do watch. Like right now, I think is it next month that's going to start the Women's World Cup, or is it this? Oh no, it's this month. It's this month. I believe it's like in a couple days, actually, on the 20th or something. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I'm gonna ask the king. Papá, ¿cuándo es que empieza el Mundial de Mujeres? El 20, ¿verdad? 20 o 21. Okay. All right. I asked the king. He said it's going to be 21st. He believes. I believe it's the 20th also. Now, obviously, every year, you have new teams. You can't expect the women's team to win every single World Cup or every other World Cup. But the women's World Cup, the women's national team, for the most part, they're exceptional. They are, second to none. Second to none. And in that aspect, I believe they should earn more than their men counterpart in that aspect alone. But as far as club goes, that's debatable. I'm sorry if I'm, being offensive to any women out there. Those are just the facts. Are you selling jerseys? I did want to buy a jersey, but it was a woman from the national team. I forgot what her name was. She was number 10, and she did the commercials for like this massage place, and I looked up to her because she was a fantastic player. There's also that Alex Jones. She's a very attractive young lady, but at the end of the game, it's not your looks isn't what's gonna bring you titles. It's performance. Okay. You got some of the ugliest players out there. I'm not afraid to say that a man is not that great looking. You got handsome men. You got men that are just like, but if they play well, you know what? That's all that matters. Who cares about what they look like? Usually, most of the players, their statures are, they're very, obviously they got to train hard, so they're very physically well endowed. Like, not so much like American football, because American football has to do a lot with like tackling, and it's a little different because dribbling with the ball with your feet, it takes a lot more skill than just holding a ball. But that's where speed comes in American football. But also you do need speed too in soccer, because the ball will go a lot faster than you can anticipate it if you hit it really hard. So you have to have really good control of the ball. And one of the best things about soccer is the plays. Just like in the NBA, you have plays set up, and the plays can make or break the momentum of the game. It takes skills to create plays, especially amongst the players. That's why you have your number 10s. The number 10s that are strictly midfielders, not just midfielders, forwards. The really good ones, those are the ones that up here, they're like chess players. They can already anticipate 2-3 moves ahead, and then when they do that, and the rest of the team is attuned and they practice well, and they practice these plays, what my father calls, that came straight from the laboratory, it's amazing. It's a beautiful sport to watch. A lot of people here in the States, they don't like it a lot. But let me tell you something. Soccer is one of the most demanding sports. It's probably the sport that has the most play in it. In other words, yes, people do fall down, and a lot of the times they fall down and they might pretend like, oh, they're more injured than they are. But there's a reason to that. I'm going to tell you why that is right now. The reason why they do that is because they would rather call attention to a minor fall or a minor fault or a foul, as opposed to having to wait till they receive a serious foul and then they get injured. So that's why they do what they do. They don't do that just, for the theatrics of it. They do that so that they can ensure that they will be healthy for the rest of the season. So when they call attention to these minor falls, it's not just because they're doing it for theatrics. They're doing it because that's the intention is to prevent a foul in the future that is going to maybe diminish or is going to put a stop to their career for several months when they get seriously injured. That's the reason why they do that, in case you guys didn't know. All right. Where was I in this article? All right, Jordi Alba and another former teammate of Messi and Busquets is rumored to be making the jump to Miami as well. Geraldo Tata Martino, Messi's former coach with Barcelona and the Argentina national team. Somehow I heard that people are not happy with him being there. I don't know what that's all about. I think I have. I'm not sure. Officially took over as head coach on Monday. He will be coaching his first match Saturday night at St. Louis before Saturday's games. The team was in last place in the Eastern Conference standings. Messi's debut with the team is scheduled to be next Saturday at DRV PNK Stadium in a League Cup match versus Cruz Azul. In a League Cup match. So is he playing in the in that cup with MLS versus Mexico? I'm not sure. Inter Miami posted these three tweets Saturday to announce Messi's signing, which including an image and video of him wearing a pink Inter Miami jersey. Messi, 36, so he's up there in his prime, has a lengthy list of achievements and accolades. I shouldn't even read through this because it's amazing. 7 Ballon d'Or titles, 3 the best FIFA Men's Player Awards, 2 FIFA World Cup Golden Balls, 3 UEFA Men's Player of the Year Awards, 6 European Golden Shoes, 6 La Liga Best Player recognitions, 8 Pichichi trophies. That means that he made the most goals in his league, or in all of Europe actually, I think. And 15 Argentine Footballer of the Year awards. And that's not to mention that he won the World Cup in December. It's amazing. 10 years ago, when I started my journey to build a new team in Miami, I'm guessing this is Beckham, I said that I dreamt of bringing the greatest players in the world to this amazing city. Players who shared the ambition I had when I joined LA Galaxy, yes, it's Beckham, to help grow football in the USA and to build a legacy for the next generation in the sport that we love so much, Inter Miami co-owner David Beckham said in a statement. Today, that dream came true. I couldn't be prouder that a player of Leo's caliber is joining our club, but I am also delighted to welcome a good friend, an amazing person, and his beautiful family to join our Inter Miami community. The next phase of our adventure starts here, and I can't wait to see Leo take to the pitch. Messi will be officially introduced Sunday evening at the unveil, I'm guessing that's today, oh no, that's next week, at DRV PNK Stadium in Fort Lauderdale. Oh no, that's the stadium right down here where the team plays now. Free tickets were offered to season ticket holders, and they are showing up on the secondary market. which I can't afford. I'm never going to be able to see him. On the second market, there is a chance, and I'm not trying to sound optimistic, it's just the truth. There is a chance tickets will be released to the public through the team. Keep checking the intermiamicf.com website for details. The event will be televised on Apple TV beginning at 8:30 p.m. The DRVPNK Stadium fan zone outside the stadium will open at 9 a.m. Sunday and the stadium gates at 6 p.m. An unnamed live performance on the field will begin at 6:30 p.m. and the ceremony starts at 8:30 p.m. How did Apple TV get the rights to this? Apple TV will also be broadcasting Messi's first Inter-Miami training session Tuesday at 8:45 a.m. Alright, well that's my video. I just wanted to talk a little bit about the king himself and let you guys know what's going on. In between uploading the videos, I did a couple chores. I asked Dad if I could vacuum, only because the vacuum is really loud. He said it was okay, so I was happy that he said so. And then I mopped. I just spot mopped. I mopped where there was, Mom said there was more Fabuloso, so I used a Fabuloso and some water that I had with chlorine in it, and just spot mopped around the house for a little bit, just to clean it up a little bit, and that's it. So that's about the end of the day for me today. I will probably spend the rest of the night watching YouTube like I usually do, and like I've been doing for all these days that I haven't been posting. I don't know if you guys can look into my history. You can see all the things that I've been watching. I also saw a Johnny Harris video that talks about how the United States tried to invade Cuba, which is just funny because I put the video up about how the United States just straight up stole Puerto Rico, made it an unincorporated colony, so they're U.S. citizens, but they have no rights to vote. Their land no longer belongs to them, and they are just essentially U.S. citizens, which are like second-rate citizens. They might as well just have no rights. But hey, it's the United States. Can't beat them, join them. I don't know. All right, thank you everybody for watching. Ciao. Have a beautiful evening, and may peace and love be with everybody. Thank you. Bye. Hello, viewers and fans alike. I am very sorry to have to be asking in this manner, but the only other options I have left are my sisters, whom both work very hard for their money. I figured maybe if there were just a couple of fans or viewers that could just chip in a couple dollars here and there, it would make it the situation a little bit easier. That way, if I do have to ask my parents for some, it won't be the amount, like an extra tremendous amount. I thank you so very much.